I really, really wish that I had known about this club 4 years ago when I first came to University of Washington. Hi, my name is Max. I'm just a guy that comes out every now and then to go sailing. So we're gonna go in this boat, that way, sail, and then come on back.
You just need a little bit of alcohol?
It should be snug.
Did I do
You'll see
correctly?
the shape later. What? You can check it by just pulling.
So what it'll do is pull
Yeah.
in this direction.
It's probably when you like work it.
Yeah. So I'm a skipper in both the single and double-handed. Single-handed means that it requires one person to use the boat. Double-handed means that two people, generally speaking, need to sail the boat. So this club is incredible. In terms of having the access to the water as a University of Washington student, I can't believe this is here. I've been to at the university, I'm a current PhD student for 4 years. And if I'd known about this club earlier, I would have totally joined way sooner. The freedom and the access that they have, I guess that's why I like it. So I used to be a professional kayaker, and one water sport very much translates into another. I used to do a lot of whitewater and a lot of just kind of understanding how fluid flows move. So while the transition's not necessarily linear, it was very easy to understand how the different flows, aka wind and water, affected the boat steering, and I found it quite comfortable to get into sailing.
We might have to paddle too.
Maybe. So right now we're doing okay.
I can take a paddle right now. We're kind of upwind. Oh, well, we're good.
Kind of like,
We're gonna have to go downwind a little bit and reach out.
that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, this is actually really good.
Probably these back in.
I was 2 years old, and my dad used to be a National Geographic explorer doing kayaking work. He made an agreement with my mom that she would take me, or they would allow me to go kayaking at the age of 2. So my mom was like holding onto a little rope with me on the boat, like, you know, being my awkward 2-year-old self, and we were just on flat water, like paddling around with my dad, like watching like a hawk. There's a freedom associated with it, definitely. I think that the first and foremost was that freedom, that quiet, that ability to get out there, be with the water, be with the environment, be with nature, you know, see Mount Rainier and all its stratovolcano beauty. You know, you got Seattle, and although you don't really think about it, Seattle's a loud city, obviously not as loud as places like Chicago or Philadelphia. It's very rare, well, this is a great example right here. It's hard to find those quiet spots. And I'd say this is probably among the only places on campus where, unless there's a biplane flying overhead, it's super quiet, like all the time. That openness feeling, the ability to go out and experience an environment that is really difficult to experience when you don't have the resources to do it. But the quiet, you know, just getting out there and sort of collecting your own thoughts and having that experience with nature.
Maybe a little higher, but you're...
I thought you meant the knot on the rock side.
Okay,
I know it sounds corny, but there is something to be said about that, especially since it's right here we're next to the stadium. Like, to have this right here as opposed to going 2 hours to go hiking, it's an amazing resource to have. But having an environment where you're with a bunch of other people with no distractions really, you know, where you're all kind of present, you're all there, it's very intimate, it's very different from the kind of go-go of a PhD program or the go-go of really the Seattle city. And just kind of sharing that experience with others, that's by far the quintessential experience.